Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. I'm going to be doing a kind of like general review on my iPad that I've been using for sixth form since I started. I'm currently in my second term of sixth form and I've been using my iPad since the beginning. I have the iPad Pro 11-inch 2018 model. I'm just going to give you a few pros and cons, some like reasons why you should get it, reasons why you shouldn't get it, you know, things like that, some characteristics of the iPad and things like that, and how I use it. Can I tell you something for why it's good? We've had it back on I use it mostly for school, but I do use it for a bit of editing, but I would say it's really good for school. It's like I take all my notes. I have an app called Good Notes, and I just basically take all my notes on there. I have a pen, so I just like kind of write on it, and it's really easy. I know some people do like to type, but because I do maths, I can't really type all my subjects, and for economics as well, you can't really type out graphs, but I just write for all of it, and I use an app called Good Notes, which is really good because not only can I draw graphs really easily, I can write, and the features, like the highlighting features, the feature where you can draw straight lines really easily is like really good. So yeah, that's really helpful, and I really do enjoy Good Notes. I really would recommend Good Notes, although it does cost money in the beginning. It costs like I think £7 or £8 I think when you first get it, but after you get it and you bought it the first time, you don't need to buy it again. So like it just comes when you pay it for it once at the beginning, and then you get it with all the updates that follow it. Okay, so I'm going to start off by talking about the size of the iPad. The size, like I said, is the 11-inch. I don't really get how is this. I'm not sure. I'm guessing this is like the height of it is 11 inches. It looks quite big. In person, it doesn't look that big. It doesn't look that big, and it's not that big. It's like okay, so I have quite big hands, but yeah, I can't really describe it. Just 11 inches that way. 11 inches that way. It's 11 inches tall, I guess, and I'm not sure the width of it, but I know it's 11 inches. It's not that big, I would say, but it's not as big as paper. No, it's not as big as paper. I would say the 12.9 inch is bigger than paper. So really just depends if you want to go big or go home, or just you want to just get some really portable things. The battery life, I would say, is really good. I could use this. I could have lessons all day, use it, go home, study, revise, and it won't die. Like, it just doesn't die. On most days when I have like 3 lessons, I'm sure I could use for like 2-3 days in a row. What's my iPad on right now? I've been to school today and I had 2 lessons, so not that many, and it's currently on 89%. I remember I went on a study date with my friend the other day, and it was on like, I don't think it was even at 50, maybe just above 50 by the time I had finished, and we were gone for like 7 hours. So the battery life is really good. I can really take it anywhere. I put it in my bag. It's really light, like lighter than a textbook or like a normal exercise book or anything. It's really light, and yeah, because of this, I don't really need to fill up my bag with like folders or notebook. I just take this. Like, this is the only thing I take to school. I take a pencil case with my calculator in it, and a pen, and a folder, like a paper in case I ever need it. One of the features I really like is a split screen. So for me, I do maths A level. I can access my textbook online. So I kind of just, if I need to do practice questions, I put the textbook on one side and my notes on one side, so I could just be writing while I'm looking at the questions, if that makes sense. And I'll definitely say you can do a lot with this iPad. Like I said, I use it for not only school, I use it for editing for my YouTube channel and things like that, and it's really good, like really good. And it syncs with my phone, which I really like. If I take a video on my phone or a picture on my phone, it will just come straight to my iPad. And yeah, it's like everything's synced and connected. Okay, to summarize everything I just said, like all the pros, because I know I can waffle a bit. It's light and portable. Like the size, personally my iPad the size isn't too big, and even with the 12.9 inch, because like I said, some of my friends have it, it's not crazily big. I would say it is quite big. The 12.9, it's like just slightly bigger than a normal laptop screen, but I think if that's what you want to do, even that is still quite light, and you can still put it in their bag. They put it in the bag quite easily, so it's still very portable and everything. So it's portable and light, has a good battery life. All my notes are in one place. It kind of makes it more aesthetic as well, so that's something I really enjoy. You can use it for more than just school. You can save money on textbooks if you download it onto your iPad. I am not going to lie, iPads are expensive. I worked all summer to save up for an iPad. Even me, I didn't buy mine like brand new off the Apple website. I bought mine like I think it was refurbished or something, off of a website called Back Market. It's not Black Market, by the way. Every time I say it, someone's like, oh, you bought it off of Black Market. No, Back Market, like BACK Market. Back Market. I'll link it down in the description. But yeah, I bought mine and it was, I think it was just like, mine was 624 or something. So when I wanted to buy it, it was 749, and right now at this very moment in time, the price is £899, so basically £900. And I don't think there's that much of a difference between my one and the current 2022 model. So the current price is £899 and I paid £630 for it, which is a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to you, that is a lot of money. But it was really like, I was really willing to make that investment because I knew that it was going to last me. And yeah, so I would say it is very expensive, especially if you buy the accessories. Like I said, I have a pen that you use because you need to have you don't need to, but if you want to use it to like write on the screen, you need a pen. And some people get a keyboard as well, like I did, as well as the actual iPad itself, right? I have a case, like a normal case on it, like here. I have a pen, I have a what's it called, a keyboard, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was very happy with my whole decision, like buying a secondhand, the pen I got, the case I got, because in total, my iPad including all the accessories, it came up to like just under £750. And I'll tell you how I did that, right? Because Hannah was not paying £120 for an Apple Pencil, an Apple Pen, when she could get one for £15 off of Amazon. And that's exactly what I did. Definitely under £20. I can link this one below. This one is really good. Actually, I think I might have to find a new one because I sent this link to my friend who got an iPad after Christmas and she was saying how it's like £40 now. So I'll need to find, there's literally loads on Amazon that you can get. I think the only difference between these Amazon ones and like the actual Apple Pen, like you can't just pick up and start writing on it. Literally, it's like this and you have to like double tap. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but it turns like blue. It turns blue when it's on, and then when I turn it off, like if I just double tap it again, it turns off. And also I can't charge it on the side of my iPad. So the Apple Pen, you can put it on your iPad and it just connects like this. It connects and it will start charging, whereas with this I have to charge it I have to charge it with the cable, which is like, it's the same as the Apple charger pencil, so Apple charger, so I just put it in before I plug in my iPad to charge. But I would say that my one at least has a really good battery life. Like this could last me 2 days at school, 2-3 days, so it's really good. Oh, that's another thing, in case you didn't know, iPad chargers and like normal iPhone chargers, they're not the same. They have different chargers, so you can't charge your iPad or this pen, most pens, with a normal iPhone charger. It needs to have a special iPad charger, which I'm not sure if it comes in a box with, I'm guessing it does come in the box with an iPad. Mine came in a box with an iPad, so yeah. So other than my pen, I got this case, which I think was just over like £10. My case was £10, and then my keyboard I think was like 35. I will try link everything down below, and if I can't find the exact link, I will put an alternative in. As well as those two, I did get the paper screen protector. So basically, a paper screen protector is a screen protector that feels more like paper, so it's easier to write on, because obviously I write on it for all my lessons, so I need to have a paper screen protector that feels like it's just easier for me to write on. So I got that as well, which was quite cheap. I think it was like less than 10. But yeah, all of that adding up, all of this adding up, it was like I don't know, but I'll put it somewhere, like I'll put it there or something. Like all my accessories, then my iPad was $630, but it all came, I believe, to less than $750, so that was really good. Like I said, an iPad can be very expensive, and on top of that, the accessories that come with it are quite expensive, especially if you get like the actual Apple Pen and all the Apple accessories. Like I know an Apple Pen is £120, especially with newer model iPads, like the iPad Pro and things. You can't use a first generation Apple Pen, you have to get at least a second generation, which is at least £120. I would say for the iPad itself, if you don't want to spend as much as I did, there are alternatives. So like, I have a friend who has a 10th generation iPad and she loves it. It has basically all the same features. I'm sure there's a few minor ones like the camera and the battery life, but she got it and she's very happy with that. I've got another friend who got the iPad Air. She's very happy with it. They work basically the same. And I've got friends who have the iPad 12.9 inch. The iPads are all basically the same. I'm sure there's a few minor differences here and there, but from what I've seen and the way we work in school and things like that, they all work basically the same. They're just quite a few minor things that you might want to put, like look into, but I would say they're more or less the same. Some are just cheaper than others, you know. So now that all the good parts are out of the way, I would say moving on to like the bad things about it. One, obviously, like I said, it's very pricey. Like, it's a lot of money to invest into something, especially if you get all the Apple branded things as well along with it. But overall, I would say it's worth it. I would definitely say it is worth it, because this is gonna last me until uni. I'm gonna be able to take this to uni with me and everything. I'll be able to use it through uni. So it's like really, really good. And I'm really, really happy with the purchase. Like everything I got, I'm really happy with it. Another problem, the pens, especially if you get a Apple like a paper screen protector, they wear down, and they can wear down quite quickly. And that's another reason why I didn't get the Apple Pencil, because even those ones wear down. Like my friends who paid $120 for the actual Apple Pencil, they still had to go and spend an extra £20 for additional like nibs, because the nibs, like, they come off, like the additional end parts, because theirs have just worn down. I really can't think of another con. I've been trying to think for the last few days, what are some things that really annoy me about the iPad? And like, I would say overall this is definitely a 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend you get it. It's like very much helps you with your organization. It's quite aesthetic to have as well, just to go like on study dates and not have like piles and piles of paper that you need to pull out and like use. I can just bring out my iPad and everything's there. I would definitely recommend you get an iPad. Definitely. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you gained something, learned what you wanted to learn from clicking on this video.